Good evening, Mr. Romany Rye. Thank you for all the lovely comments from last night. Moving on to my mum's side of the family now, Richards's. And I interviewed my Uncle Fred there last week because I had to get some details straightened out. But my mum was one of 22, which 17 survived. Now, according to Uncle Fred, they lived up at Truro, Tresillian or somewhere like that, where the Free Bells was. And they made their way down to top of Lanner. And that's where I made a mistake, because I always thought they had the bus down the bottom of Lanner, but in fact, the only time they had the bus was up the top. Double-decker bus. So the gals was up the top, and the boys was down the bottom. And that's the way it was. According to Uncle Fred, they travelled with ponies and carts, and had tents to live in, just like my father's side. That's what they started off with, tents. So it was a hard life, but Uncle Freddie said it was a good life. They was never starved. And a lot of people out there less fortunate. But I think my mother's illness was brought about by damp conditions. That's what the specialist said anyway. So that was that. And I'll go on a bit later on to tell you about my Uncle Joe. But I want to show you the photographs of that. Tragedy there. He lost his wife. I'll tell you the story about that. So there's a couple of other things as well that's important to know. But when I was I must have been about 15. I was, it was at the time that my mum was really bad. And Jane and Uncle Tommy was always over my place with my mum. Every single day they was in their mind. And Janet was there every day looking after her. So it was about that time that my cousin Tommy, he was mad on Mars Thousands. We all was mad on Mars Thousands. Don't ask me why, but we all loved them. And Tommy had a lovely Mars Thousand vans. Beauties. So he was the one who first let me drive on the road. I didn't have any slang when old enough. But we used to go fishing. Probably on a Saturday night or a Friday night, all the way down Newland. That's down past Penzance. Fair away from our place. Anyway, we'd be down there fishing, catch a few fish, put in the back of the van, and Tommy was going with Susan then, which turned out to be his wife. And this one night he said to me, "Here, chuck the keys at me like that." He said, "Drive us home." I said, "Never much." He said, "Yeah, jump and drive us home." Anyway, I jumped in, started her up, drove us home. And we did that for fucking weeks. They're only 15. But he let me drive, see? Then we was having even more fun then. Because he bought himself a souped up Ford Anglia. Never forget that car. Wide wheels, big bore. 1500 GT, I think it was in there. So what we used to do, we used to come home and wait for Uncle Tom and Aunt Jane to go to sleep. Then we'd push the car down the lane. You couldn't start it up. You couldn't start him up because he was too fucking loud. Uncle Tommy and Aunt Jane would hear us, so we used pushing all the way down the lane, out of sight, and start up and fuck off then. We'd be out driving around half a night. I tell you the truth, I don't know how we used to bring him back. I'll have to ask Tommy about that one. He'd be just as loud coming back, but anyway, to getting out, we used to push him right down the lane. Yeah. Then Freddie, his brother Fred, as Tommy was going out with Susan then, brave, so I suppose my natural instinct was to go with Fred. Fred bought himself a fucking fucking drying barrel. We lifted up the carpets and the floor rusted right out. So we had to do a bit of welding on she. There's a funny story there that I won't say about that one, but it was good old times. And then I had my first motorbike when I was 16. Yeah. And I took it to the disco. I had it on the Friday night. I had it on the Friday afternoon. And I went to Lanner Disco on a Saturday night. Parked up the road out the way. Come out from the disco. Go straight to my parents did, but I'm telling you the truth. Come out from the disco. Fucking motorbike gone. 2 days old. Anyway, rings me father up now. Asking him to pick me up. Fuck me. He went fucking apeshit. Where's the fucking bike? This, that, and the other. Anyway. You must have let somebody. I said, I didn't let nobody have it. Somebody tore my motorbike. Sure enough, they tore them, boy. Next day, obviously, we run the covers. Next day, found the bike halfway up the top of Lanner Hill. There was a fucking farmer up there called Benny. Benny Mice, he was called. And in around the corner, in the field like that, was the bike. Engine gone. They tore the bike for the engine. Brand new. 2 days old. Fucking hell. So, I had myself another motorbike then. But we all had them, man. Fucking yummy fizzies, whatever you call them. You drive a moped when you were 16, man. Didn't like it today, but. And then I had a mad. So, yeah, I had a mad crush on playing the guitar. I was always musical. I could play things by ear. So if I hear a tune, I could play it on something. So I got over my cousin Kenny, who could play a bit. He used to watch his father. So I went out seeing any of Uncle Kenny. And he taught me a few chords. So he learnt me to play. And my first gig I ever done in public, me and he played in a church over Cameron called Conduro Church. We played gospel music and hymns that night. But yeah, but from then on, me and Boy Kenny, we had several fucking bands going. Yeah, we had one big band called the Night Riders, and we was playing 3 or 4 nights a week. So, music is my passion, you see. I've got many musical instruments here. But back then, it was something I really wanted to do. And I learned, another man that taught me was chap called Stefan Gazette, Polish chap. Still good friends with Stefan now. But he showed me a lot of things. But Uncle Kenny got me started though. So that was it really. From that. And then I got real pally with my cousin Morris. He lived there on the site out Tregaron. Me and he got around a bit. Yeah, it was good old times. But what my intention is now, on the next video, is I'm going to tell you the names of all my mother's brothers and sisters. And there's a story behind every one of them that I can tell you. So, there's not that many left now. How many left is there? There's Aunt Lizzie. There's Aunt Sally. Aunt Nellie. Aunt Lizzie, Aunt Sally, Aunt Nellie, and Aunt Flory. 4 of them. 4 gals left. And then the boys, there's Uncle Fred, Uncle Sammy, Uncle Samson, and one other. So there's 4 of them. So there's 8 left. But my granny must have been some woman. She bore all their children up. And she buried a fucking few of them too. Yeah, my mother included. Yeah. She must have been some woman. Because obviously my grandfather, he got killed in that accident in 1958. So my granny went on that. Yeah. So I've had a fucking rough day, to be honest with you. With the rain and the wind and the shit. And the job I was working on, believe it or not, there's fucking hailstones and snow. And it's like a quagmire. Like a bog. But anyway, I'm absolutely fucked tonight. So there's a little bit of a background. More stories to come. And thank you very much for all your lovely comments. But I can't say a lot more tonight. My brain's sozzled. So it's good night from the Romany Rye. And I'll catch you next time. Please stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.